All right, what's good, everybody? We got a different type of video today. I am here with my ex-company founder, Nick White. We're gonna talk a little bit about why our startup failed. Nick is also a YouTuber. I will leave the links in the description to his channel. We did a video before this one, more so explaining the start of the company, how it came to be, and how we set up our company as well. So Nick, I guess you can just explain a little bit about yourself and what we did. Just go over how we started it again a little bit.
Yeah, so I'm more of a tech channel. I know Cole, your audience, hello everyone, is more on the fitness, health side, also personal development. There we go. That's what the words I was looking for.
So we started our startup based around web and mobile development because me and Nick both have a background in that. Some of you guys know I have a computer science background. Nick majored in computer science. I did for half of my college career. And then it's also based around graphic design as well as digital marketing, which we both have a little bit of experience in. And then graphic design is something that I just do every day for you guys on the Instagram, and like making videos is another form of design through different types of editing software. So we combined all of our strengths to make this LLC, and a lot of the background of the LLC, how we started, is gonna be on Nick's channel. You can check out that video first. Essentially, that is what it is about, and that's what we tried to do, and we're gonna talk a little bit about why it failed. So I guess
There's a lot of reasons.
Yeah, so I guess we can start off by towards the end of our company's lifespan, which was maybe about what, like a few months?
Yeah, I think we had the company, I think I hit you up maybe in
May,
and then when did we end?
We ended probably August?
No, it's probably August. I don't know anything.
Yeah, probably August. So it was only a few months, and there was a lot of stuff that I think me and Nick didn't agree with on each other. The first thing that comes to mind for me is what we wanted the future of the company to look like.
Yeah.
So for me, it was more so, I really want this brand, my brand, to be like my future job, and my YouTube channel just to be the full focus. So the company to me was more so, I think a lot of, I mean, I hate to admit it, but it was put on the back burner for me, and I was more so focusing on my personal brand, and that was affecting the company a lot because Nick, throughout the lifespan of the company, I feel was doing a little bit more work than me on everything. I
mean, yeah, I think I was doing probably a little bit more just because but I mean, that might be also due to just me having a little bit more background in computer science. I was like doing jobs and stuff all the time.
Yeah.
Plus, yeah, I think you just enjoy social media way more than me. I definitely like coding a lot. Like I like it, and I don't think you like it as much as me. We're just like passionate, I guess that would be the word, about like different things.
Yeah. So like I said, I was a computer science major in college, and I switched majors halfway through. So I guess something changed in me. Like I really thought that computer science and programming was going to be my future. And then once I started getting into my brand more and like learning more about it, I just have so much fun with the stuff that I create that I was kind of like, computer science is, it was CS250, is that data structures? I think it's data structures, is when I realized computer science back-end development, at least, isn't for me.
Yeah.
And I'm like that shit was hard, man. Like I pretty much cheated my way through data structures. I did. There was a kid in my class that I copied all his work. So
yeah, dude. I mean, I don't know. Yeah, I definitely was struggling in college too, and then I don't know what happened. Oh, I think I got a really good internship, my first internship, and I didn't really care about coding either. But I went there. It was in New York, and all these people were making like a ton of money, and startup culture is pretty cool. So I think that's when I started liking it. But
I think another reason that our startup failed was because of how inexperienced we were about everything.
Business related.
Yeah. So me and Nick don't have any sort of like business related background. And we talked about this in Nick's video, but we started on a whim. We were kind of just winging it at first. He came up to me, he said, "Hey, let's start this company." I said, "Sure." We had no prior company building experience. We didn't know how we were going to make money. We didn't know how we were going to get consistent clients either. It was hard. It's hard if you don't know anything to, like, after already starting, learning on the fly is good in some cases, I feel like, but it's not smart to do if you're just starting a company with 2 people with no prior experience, you know?
Yeah, and I think one of the main things, as far as what you were just saying, like business is, dude, I realized during that I did not like business.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't know about you, but like just the type of business we were doing, like,
Yeah.
dude, like we were emailing so much. Like, you had to talk to these people, like, if you have the wrong color by, like, you know, the tiniest little shade, like, these people are going to email you and be like, hey, I want these changes, this change, and you have to constantly be communicating. You're spending, like, I'd say it's worse than a full-time job as far as the amount of money you're making compared to effort you're putting in.
Yeah, definitely at the start of any startup. Pretty much.
I guess I was underestimating when I first reached out to you how much work it was gonna be. I was like, in your head, you're like, get some projects, do them, get them paid, you know, really easy. But
basically what we were doing was freelance work, and that's what we liked about it. I think we liked doing the projects for the most part. We didn't like everything that came with doing the projects, which was the emailing, which was putting up stuff on our website, which was promoting ourselves somehow, which was making some type of business model and like making it an actual business other than just saying, hey, this is our rate, we're gonna do this, and then we're just gonna go on to the next thing. And there's you have to build it up somehow, and a lot of the tools that you need to know to build a company, we just didn't know.
Yeah, in the amount of effort we would have had to put in to learn them, I was thinking, this is where the disagreement and eventually probably the main reason we failed is us having to learn all of that required so much effort that I was thinking, if I'm going to put this much effort and time into something, I want it to like be the main focus for both of us, and like we're building this up, we're going to get employees in the future, this is going to be our main thing. But Cole really likes social media, like I said. I really don't even know if I wanted to do that. It was almost just like, dude, if I have to do all this, we either are going to close it or we're going to have to go all in. That's my idea. I guess I'm just like an all-in kind of person on one thing. I don't know.
Yeah, so Nick wanted more of like a real ass business where we have employees, we're going to have an office, it's going to be this huge thing. And to me, I thought, I personally really like working in a very small group or just myself. I find that I work better that way, and the amount of work that goes into having an office, like if we had an office, we'd have to pay rent for that office, and it'd be so much more, and then we have to get payroll for everybody, and that stuff really turned me away from wanting to start a company. I don't know if it did for you, but I just love the idea of working for myself. Like, freelancing is awesome because you just go online, say, hey, I'm gonna do this for you. It's like, it's not really that much communication you have to do. You don't have to run a whole business, you know?
Yeah, I think a lot of people, there's probably so many people that would agree with you. Like, if someone else was me, the business might still exist because they might just have been like, yeah, let's just chill, and like if we ever get anything, we can just work on it, you know what I mean? But I just was like, no, dude, like I want to do like either all in or nothing. I don't know why I'm like that, but like, yeah, dude, I don't know. I saw this social network with like a bunch of people, and I was like, dude, I'm gonna have this big company, all these employees. And, you know, a normal person would have just been like happy with Cole's idea, just chilling and getting work done, making a little money on the side.
Whereas Nick wanted to build up like an actual company with an office with employees, and then eventually sell the company for millions of dollars. That was your big idea. I was like, I would be okay with it just being...
I feel stupid.
I would be okay with it just being me and you, just making, who knows, like, I would, honestly, I'm someone who's happy living off like 60K a year. I know you, I have big ambitions, but like I'd be happy with that. And you have very big ambitions. You want to be making...
I'm greedy, dude.
You want to be making like $1 million a year eventually.
I just want to, I don't know. I don't have to talk about it. I don't have to explain myself, but
yeah, it's just...
I just want to retire, dude. I want to freaking do what I want. I want to play video. And I don't even have to be making $1 million. I just want to have no debt, no anything, and be able to do what I want to do. Yeah. Like, as soon as I do that.
Yeah, me too. But yeah, we just disagreed with the future of the company, really.
Yeah.
And then another difficulty we had was actually working with clients and communicating with clients.
Oh.
So our first client ever never thought that our project was finished, and this caused a lot of frustration with us.
Which it was.
Yeah, we completely finished this guy's API integration into his website, and he always had another thing to add on to that, and he had a fixed price of $500, and we did far more than $500.
Yeah, and I think like in like if you're doing a software development company, like, or even just software development in general, like, you get these people that are like, we had one of these people that is like, hey, change it to this color, change it to do this, change it to do that. Oh, I don't like that, change it to go back. You know, we don't want to sit there and keep going back and forth, like, when it ends up being the same thing in the end anyway.
And when that happens, it causes miscommunication between just me and Nick too. Like, he'll tell me something that we need to do, and I might miscommunicate it and do something wrong.
Yeah.
Like, it caused the client problems, caused problems between us too. And then another client we had wanted us to run her social media, and she sent us very long, crazy emails, and she just didn't really understand.
Crazy is an understatement.
And she just didn't understand the concept behind social media, how you're not supposed to post just advertisements of your website.
Or buy followers.
Yeah, and she bought followers as well. And I tried to explain that to her. I said, hey, this is what you should be doing. You should have a face behind your brand. You should actually have a brand. Like, her brand was not a brand because she was just selling things. She was trying to sell things. So she was bringing no value to people. And the message I got back to her after that was, okay, let's see how, like, tell me how this goes. After this very long message that I sent to her explaining what she should do. And so I think that frustrated me and Nick a lot. I think the fact that it seemed like we could never get a project finished fully frustrated a lot and caused us to...
Yeah, I think the main thing is we didn't know how, like, some people might know how to deal with that or have experience, but we just went into it, like you said, winging it, and it's like, we don't know how to talk to these people. We don't know how to tell them, no, we did what we paid for. We don't know how to price things. We didn't know like anything about dealing with clients, really. So we ended up always, I'd say we gave into them a lot onto, like, probably should have been getting paid more for making these adjustments.
Yeah, we never really had any rules we would want to set for each other.
Yeah.
Like, for our company. So we never overworked ourselves or made something for a bad client.
Do you regret doing it?
I definitely don't. I think there was a lot of positive things that came out of it, despite all the shit we went through. We learned a lot about business, how to set up an LLC, how to file taxes for an LLC. We learned how to better deal with people. We learned, even though we never really fully grasped the concept of how to price ourselves, we learned more about it. I think we learned a little bit about how to deal with just me and you together, like trying to build something, trying to communicate with each other in a way that we can actually fully understand what we're trying to do.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, and I think like the dealing in a lot of this stuff is business stuff compared to like the stuff we want to do. I think it's good, like, we now know how to, like, I'm glad I learned even just freelancing, like, how to get projects and stuff. Like, maybe if you're ever in a rough spot and you need money or something like that, we know how to, you know, talk to people, negotiate, like, get work done for them and stuff like that. That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
We know what business is now. And is that only positives? We made some money. We made like a little bit of money.
We made a decent bit of money that summer.
Yeah. So, and I mean, I guess maybe if we want to talk about that in like an interview, future, maybe future, it probably looks good on future jobs too.
Yeah, to say that you started an LLC, it definitely, that definitely would stand out.
Entrepreneurial.
I should probably update my LinkedIn with that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if any of you are thinking about starting a company with someone else, make sure you guys are on the same page with what you want the future of the company to look like and what your goals are throughout the company, what you're trying to accomplish through this company. And if that's not totally aligned with the other person, I don't think you should be trying to do a new venture with this person. It obviously didn't work
I feel like I've heard that generic advice before we even started the company, but I just didn't follow it. Like I've definitely heard that.
I think we thought we had the same goals and future in mind.
So maybe you really have to like talk about it.
Yeah, definitely.
We did no planning, literally none. Yeah, and make sure you even need to start it. We really didn't even need a company.
Yeah, exactly. I guess that's it for this video. If you guys want to check out the first video, which is on Nick's channel, we go a little bit more into the start of the company and how we built it up, really how we got clients as well. We go over that too. And if you just want to know more about programming, if you've ever been interested in tech stuff, any type of programming really, check out his channel. The link's gonna be in the description. Go subscribe to him as well. Thank you guys for watching the video, and we will see you later.
See ya.